Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to a very comfortable, crazy comfortable 64 degree Monday, the 17th of July. I don't know if that was fog. I think it could have been rain. Everything was wet and you'd hear water going down the gutters and everything else. So I'm assuming it rained or it was a crazy heavy fog. But nevertheless, it's very comfortable. It was great out here. Back to the old grind. Alright, y'all come on along. Well, there's no question whatsoever. That was rain and is rain. It is coming down. It's funny, we're pulling into the gas station here and Kelly's phone goes ding. She goes, oh, rain alert, just as it starts pouring. I said, that's some quick and precise weather. Woo, kind of cool out here too. There's our little lovely Scout 2. That thing's so cool. Mm-hmm. Well, Mama, it's 67 and it definitely rained on us.
It did.
Dang, you're halfway here.
I know it.
Maybe a little bit more.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Wasn't supposed to rain.
Wasn't expecting that at all.
Nope.
The whole time I look at my watch and it says sunshine.
I know it.
It's crazy.
Craziness. Stuff snuck in.
Yeah. Well, Mama.
Yes, I
have yourself a wonderful Monday.
You
I'll
too.
see you as the day goes on.
All right.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
Love you.
Bye now.
Bye.
Why? Dear God, why am I always surrounded by K1600s? One thing's for sure. They keep my paycheck good and healthy. Well, hey there, my little gals. Got the plates and official registration instead of a temporary registration. in the sack, Jack, on the envelope. So Ryan got me another Sprocket, a 43, I think it was, and he had it bored to that 50 millimeters, so it'll fit. But you know, he thought when he got it, he goes, man, it's so much smaller than that 45. And he handed it to me. I go, wow, that is a whole lot smaller. Well, it's not as much smaller as what we thought. I question whether the chain guard will work on it or not. But, I mean, just run it without the chain guard. I don't care. So, what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to throw that Sprocket on there and see how that is to run with that. She'll definitely have some low gearing, that's for sure. Well, unfortunately, that turned out a bust. We all thought it was a 420 chain. Looks like a 420, but I think it's a 428. So I'm going to take that other sprocket, because that was all greasy. Take that other sprocket to work tomorrow and see what chain fits it. Because it grabs a couple of teeth and it just rolls right on the top. It doesn't fit. That looked, and the first thing, you know, I used the pin that came out of it, and the pin's like way too big to go in the 420 sprocket. And I'm going, well, Harley must have used some kind of fancy thing. It's called Buckworth USA. I don't know. I like the solid link chains instead of the, you know, most of them have the big dips like the pictures show, you know, they dip in the middle. Those are solid links. I know I never put a chain on mine, and I'd hate to fathom or guess how many miles that little X90 of mine had on it. But anyway, the ride will be aborted this evening. And as you see, I did have to take the chain guard. It would clear without the chain, but with the chain on it, it hits the guard. It's too big. Dadgummit. Oh well. Maybe I'll throw the official license plate on the old Grom. Take that thing for a ride somewhere. We'll ponder something here. Well, I guess for plan B, take the little woman's Grom. Sashi, Annie, Danny, the Annie Rut crew. Bits I've ridden this thing seems like. Good Lord, that clutch has no feeling at all to it. Ooh. It's 72 since it's been quite warm here lately. It actually feels kind of cool out here. Oh, look how beautiful that lighting is though. I'm just gonna do a quick loop around the neighborhood. The place you guys have seen all too many times. That's a bummer about that chain. Looking at it, looks like a 420. Hope it's not some weird, you know, a standard chain, you know, like there's 20s and 30s and 50s and stuff like that. I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out tomorrow. I don't think the book actually tells you what size chain it is. Man, we're leaving work. Smoke coming up over there reminds me. Coming to work, and there's this little 7-Eleven on a corner off of Covington and whatever that is that crosses there. And then the road, Covington turns into something else. But anyway, you see the smoke as we're coming up. Get the 7-Eleven, and this little Civic it's rolling out of the hood and the front fender wells. I don't know if he had a bad oil leak or overfilled it with oil, but by the time the light changed, it was this is not going to end well. A whole bunch of people out there, everybody's blasting well. Where all the fire extinguishers came from. Holy moly, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But poor young lad, he's running around just in a frantic. Probably his heart and soul's into that little car. It looked like it was about a mid-90s or something. Civic. What a bummer. Little old Grom. She just purrs along. She's just a happy little Honda. It's a bug situation. You guys okay there? Man, the other day when I rode the DR, I took you guys for a ride. Went down the highway, turned off like I always do. And I looked down there. Oh, just some leaves. I thought, what little critter is that sitting down there? It's amazing all the leaves you're starting to see fall. But it always does that and freaks me out. Wait a minute, it's only July. In August, they really start pummeling down. But it's the trees have got to be wondering what's going on. You know, like at night, we're getting in the mid to high 40s, which considering it's 90 something during the day or close to, that's crazy cold. What a beautiful evening. Look at my pants fluttering in the, see the reflections down there. I'm just wearing my work pants. I came home and went right out there to tinker with that X90. And oh well. So imagine what my son went through trying to find all the parts. And I'll tell you the story. It was a crazy, crazy adventure. Because most people, a Harley-Davidson, what? I remember most people. Whoa, how close was that? Sounded close. Sounded like a little ankle biter though. But you know, most of the people you talk to in parts houses anymore weren't even alive when the thing was made. You know what? I wasn't even thinking. I just bombed down the road. The old Grom handles the old hook or dimple road. Who was that? Triple X Deadhead or somebody came up with that here in San Jose with that road, and that thing was the roughest road I've ever ridden on. I think it was brutal. Oh, that light out there. Oh man, look at that old red barn she's just glowing. Ooh, I didn't use the turn signal. I'd have probably honked the horn anyway. No outlet. Road comes to an end. These little Groms, man. Honda sure came up with a magic one on that. You see the little, what are they called? Z125s, the Kawasaki. I guess Kawasaki's made it a point to make theirs pretty much do what a Grom does, but everybody buys the Honda anyway. I don't hardly ever see the. I did during the pandemic, because the small bikes were in plentiful supply for some reason. I'd hate to think how many Groms and all the smaller bikes. People went crazy over those things. Well, they would go crazy on the other stuff, you just couldn't get them. Crazy times. That'll go down in the memoirs. Man, I didn't see. She's more than half covered in the clouds. That's her straight out there. I'm sure with super view. That's that valley we drive. That's the road we drive along when we're heading up to Squatchy Hill. We're riding down through there. Man. Beautiful land. Kind of farmish kind of community out here for the most part. The house at the end of the lane. Actually, there's another house if you go down this dirt road. I've taken you guys there on the DR and the GSAs and stuff. And yeah, they got that thing pretty well marked. Do not enter. Look at that old barn, boy. She don't look long for this world. Remember the little house sitting between that old truck and that horse trailer? She finally fell over. Ooh. Expecting that clutch to do something different than what it does. Old tractor in the front yard. That old stump still stuck up in that power line. That's the craziest thing. They finally fixed that turn in that road there. You remember how that thing was all gravel and had mud piles and everything else in the middle of it? Kelly loves this little section here. Love how the sunlight just comes through and you get that strobing effect as you're going along. It's always pleasing. You guys remember the big old trees that hung out over the road there? It's just absolutely beautiful. The house ended up with new owners and down they went. It looks like a hill climb on the side of that hill over there. Man, it does. I wonder what's going on over there. It's probably some land. And kids got some 4x4s and yeah, look at that going up the side of that. I know you guys can't make that out. There's two paths going up there. Yeah, that's somebody playing in 4x4s. Sure, it's all private land up there. About ready to bail that one up. Well, hello there, hee-haws. Good evening. That evening son, the most beautiful thing ever. Just breathtaking. The old farmhouse out there. Long driveway leading up to it. I always loved that. Hey, I see you riding out here beside me. Some dude on a Grom too. Old Slim Shady hanging out with us this evening. Yeah, I need to look into this. The mapping at low speeds, it's very, very notchy. I mean, it's like on off, on off, on off, on off. If you're trying to, you know, kind of idle along, it, when it does that, it feels like it's got twice the horsepower it actually does. I mean, it's really lunging. I need to ask the other, of course, they're young. They know two speeds, either all the way off or all the way on. So, you know, you're probably asking the wrong people. Mine doesn't do that. Either full throttle or full brake. Look at that. That boy done. All them things are roll belled. Look, most of the roll bells are gone. There's what, 6 of them sitting out there in that field. That's it. I came through here on the DR and he had his tractor out there. It's right there. That's beautiful. Just think how many loads that took to get all them roll bells out. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys up here at the house here in just a few. Thanks for coming along for the 24 Grom ride. God almighty. Well, hello there, YouTube. Old Grommy saves the day.
Yes.
thinking about that little X90 all day today. I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'll go in there, swap that sprocket, throw a chain on it, because the original chain I kept put on because it's too short. It was cut to that sprocket. And anyway, as you see, it didn't work.
Always something.
Pretty sure it's a 428, so I need to make sure I gather my stuff so I can bring it and figure that out tomorrow. And snag another chain for it.
Yes.
But yeah, that was a fun day. Not so busy work today, but had plenty to do.
Well, I'm glad
it was
you
crazy. When I went up to the parts department, it's nuts. Absolutely nuts. But they're like, you're 3 people down?
Yeah. My brain is almost still.
It's summertime. You can't be 3 people down in the parts department. Crazy. Saw Shenanigans going at it. Old Grommy out here doing her little cool off lap. Sitting outside for you. Stow her away. But anyway, that was a lot of fun. Even though the X90 didn't work out, it's fun to tinker with it.
Yes.
And then the Grom just puts a big old smile on your face.
I know, she is adorable.
That's something else. If you haven't ever ridden one, well, maybe you shouldn't, because you'll have one.
Yep.
But, I mean, you throw it in the trunk of your sports car and take it home.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the urge. But anyway, I think we'll roll on that.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Tuesday or Wednesday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We see you in the morning.
See you in the morning. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.